Peace, 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 family. Y'all like it up and share it, man. Also, drop them nines to let me know that my audio was doing good, man. Like it up and share it. Drop them nines to let me know that my audio was doing good. Y'all know how they is over here too, man. They like to, they don't like to push me, man. They don't like to push me, man. So I'm gonna need y'all most definitely sharing. I ain't getting no nines. Where y'all at? Like it up and share. I don't see nobody dropping them nines, man. Y'all must can't hear me. Okay. John Franklin, thanks for the nines, God. Crixus, thanks for the nines. Peace to you too, Reflection. I think that's Alicia Davis. Thanks for the nines, goddess. Quee Johnson, thanks for the nines. And Dale Watson, thanks for the nines, Reflection. Carolyn White, thanks for the nines. Thanks for the nines, y'all. Y'all like it up and share it so other people know we live as well, man. Y'all know how it is. We got to fight against the algorithm, man. And with that being said, I want to open it up with the right spiritual energy, man. I want to say peace to the gods and goddesses, peace to the ancestors, and peace to all the high vibrational beings on the planet. Today, I'm sending you nothing but love and light, man. We finna cut up, man. We finna most definitely cut up, man. I want to know, man, if y'all had a chance to check out the video with the young lady, man, that was, well, I wouldn't even say she was a younger lady. She's probably older than me and her, we talk about age, okay? But I want to know if y'all seen the video, man, when she spoke about, knowing a little something about organ snatching. Okay? See, that hit me somewhere deep, y'all. I ain't gonna lie, because I know how real it is, bro, and I could just feel a passion, bro, when she spoke. You see what I'm saying? I could feel a passion, bro. I could feel her energy through the device that I was using to receive the message myself. You see what I'm saying? Thanks for sharing, Kimberly Michelle. Azian Pharaoh, thanks for sharing. You feel me? So I felt like it was necessary, man, to most definitely share that message again, right? But I want y'all to understand this, man. Organ harvesting is most definitely real, man. Y'all better open y'all eyes to it, because it's happening to you on a day-to-day basis, and you overlook it. It be people around you passing away. They transitioning. You don't even know why. Doctors just told you they was healthy. I done spoke on this on several occasions. How many of you know your people, man, ended up going to the hospital for gunshot wounds, okay? And then you went to the hospital. They told you he was or she was fine and dandy, and then you went home, went to sleep, and woke up only to find out they had already transitioned, okay? I want you to understand, man, it's a plot and a scheme that's taking place, y'all. Y'all better open up y'all third eye. That's your spiritual eye. You need to open that up so that you can be able to see things for what they are and not just overlook them and want to say that, you know what, things happen. God called them home, so on and so forth. You see what I'm saying? Kimberly Michelle said it happened to her friend mom. I'm telling y'all, bro, even when we talk about the whole situation with the hot sauce, and y'all know what I'm talking about, what do you think was going on? They was killing two birds in one stone. We know that it was an agenda to get rid of a certain number of people in a certain amount of time, right? Which they did not achieve, but they're still working toward it. We know that it was an agenda to do that, okay? But what I want you to understand is, at the time, they were killing two birds with one stone because, bro, they was knocking so many people out, bro. They was getting plenty organs. Understand that, bro. Even for the people who wasn't signed up to be organ donors. If you took your stupid ass down to that place, okay, and you got that, understand me? And somebody end up disappearing of every sick, understand, bro. They got them, look, they got what they needed from them. And that's facts. People ain't gonna see it, you feel me? And Dale Watson say that's why when one of my children go to the hospital, I stay with them, yeah. And you know what? I encourage y'all, man. Please, man, when you go into these hospitals, ask questions, bro. Let me tell y'all something about me, man. Bro, I had got a no trespass at a hospital, right? Because I asked so many questions, bro. And I asked questions and I was talking about things that I had already knew because I studied, because I understood at the time I was under attack anyway. So I knew me going into the hospital, bro, I need to know what was going into me, even though, I couldn't believe what was coming out of their mouth. So I was just telling them, like, is that benzene? I would drop the effects of benzene and things like that, because I knew at the time, bro, so many people was transitioning due to the hospitals. It wasn't because of what they was telling you was in the air. It was the food in the hospitals. You see what I'm saying? And they know that I knew that, right? So with that being said, that made me a target even more on a wider scale. All right. But yeah, I want y'all to know, bro, that yeah, it was most definitely organ harvesting taking place with that. You see it all the time. Open your eyes, right? Open the eye, right? And the reason I tell you that is because since the year 2020, I want to say all the way up until the present point, how many people have you watched transition or pass away due to heart attacks, due to asthma attacks, due to strokes, okay, diabetes and things like this, and you think it's a natural cause? I'm encouraging you, open your eyes, bro. It's not a natural cause, bro. People are intentionally putting things in the drugs, on the weeds, on the pills, so on and so forth, right? So that you will overdose off of it. Not just you, but myself as well. You understand what I'm saying? And then they're going to say it's a natural cause because you done went to the hospital and you see what she said? The lady was talking about how, a lot of people taking their kids up and they signing they to the hospitals, they getting these checkups and things like that. You don't even know what you're doing. You're making your child a target unbeknownst to yourself when you go inside of these hospitals. You see what I'm saying? You making your child a target unbeknownst to yourself because they seeing, okay, he has the type blood that, X so-and-so needs. He has a heart so-and-so could use. They have lung, they have blood, you see what I'm saying? Liver, whatever. You understand what I'm saying? They got these things that they can use. Or you see what I'm saying? So now you become a target. You might be too young at the time, or your child might be too young at the time. They might want them to develop, but still they're a target. You see what I'm saying? John Franklin said, Prime Minister of New Zealand said on the news yesterday that the jab was completely your choice. Okay, I ain't saying that. I'm talking about Canada right now. This post is most definitely finna be about Canada, man. Okay, and I know Canada ain't a part of us. All right, but I mean they gonna tell you a lot of things, man. John Franklin, over saying that they gonna tell you a lot of things until you get down to the nitty gritty of it. Because see, you have to understand the frequency on the planet right now is dangerous. Ain't nobody finna just walk in. If they leave it completely up to you, you ain't gonna go get it. So if they can't manipulate you to that point, some way they're gonna try to mandate it, and that's what we're gonna talk about today. We're gonna talk about this today in this video, man, because I feel like it always has a starting point, then it spreads out. You see what I'm saying? It always has a starting point, and then it spreads out. So for me, it could be a possibility that it's gonna start in Canada, man. So this guy right here that y'all seeing in the video, man, I just had to give y'all that little lecture, right? But this guy that y'all seeing right here in the video next to me apparently is not here with us anymore, okay? And, it's for the reasons that he's about to tell you right now, okay? For the things that he spoke of. And I can only imagine the other things that he spoke of if he had the courage to get on these platforms and speak about this, all right? So let's go ahead and cut into this video, man, to see exactly what it is, man, he got to say.
For those of you who will be listening to this later, listen to me well. I just received some documents from Canada indicating that the government of Canada is now going to remove driver's license or replace it rather, and health cards with the QR code. Now think about it. Why would you remove a driver's license which has an image on it? Why would you remove a health card which has an image on it to give you a new ID that has no image but just a QR code? Wake up. So the world as you know it is now 10 regions. On the 7th of September, Africa, the Union and CARICOM joined together as one, and the Oceania and the other parts of the world, they have become one. So we have now 10 regions governed by the G7, which is Japan, Canada, United States, etc. So the G7 ruling over the 10 regions. And above the G7, of course, is Lucifer and all of these different persons. So now
look, I want to take this back to the beginning, but notice what he said. He said Lucifer. See, it's a lot of y'all look, they tricked y'all. You have to understand what gospel is. The ghost spell. So when you go to church and you all into the gospel, you under the ghost spell. They got you believing that there's something coming to get your ass that ain't there. You under the spell of the ghost. You having faith in things that you cannot, see with your own eyes. You see what I'm saying? So I want you to understand that Lucifer is a physical entity. Okay? And he's a carbonated entity. Okay? His name is actually Halel. All right? And he's an Anunnaki. Okay? He's 10% reptilian. Okay? His father being a reptilian. Okay? Lionel say I just shared this earlier today. You see what I'm saying? So I want y'all to understand that these entities are very real entities. You thinking that they sitting around, bro. This is a whole round table that they got going on. You have to understand that these entities, man, these Anunnakis, they can manifest themselves or they can stay into they can stay in the etheric form. They way ahead of us. Okay, so I just want y'all to understand that. But let's go back to the beginning.
For those of you who will be listening to this later, listen to me well. I just received some documents from Canada indicating that the government of Canada is now going to remove driver's license or replace it rather, and health cards with the QR code.
Now, he gonna get into this a little bit later, and it's gonna get kind of deep in terms of what he's gonna be talking about, okay? But I want to give y'all like a little gist of this, right? Look what he said. They're going to take away your license and replace it with a QR code, okay? And the only way you're going to be able to get that is if he's saying that if you go into it and you take a certain situation, right? But what have we seen is we see him do it with child support already. You see what I'm saying? And okay, and we watched the government last year. It was rumors that the government, and I'm not talking about Canada, I'm talking about the United States of America. It was rumors that the government wanted to pay people a stimulus check, or they weren't going to pay people a stimulus check if they didn't go out and get the, you understand me? But they wanted to give it to you as an initiative for you to get up and go get it. So what he's saying is not far-fetched because people have got so accustomed to getting around, per vehicle. They don't want to walk nowhere. They ain't finna ride no horse, no bike, you know what I'm saying? So I can believe it, but look.
Now, think about it. Why would you remove a driver's license which has an image on it? Why would you remove a health card which has an image on it to give you a new ID that has no image but just a QR code? Wake up. So the world, as you know it, is now 10 regions. On the 7th of September, Africa, the Union, and CARICOM joined together as one. And the Oceania and the other parts of the world, they have become one. So we have now 10 regions governed by the G7, which is Japan, Canada, United States, etc. So the G7, ruling over the 10 regions. And above the
See, that's what I'm trying to get y'all to understand, right? Or understand is that if this works in Canada, then America is going to see this and then they're going to try to push it over here. Just like, they want to try to push social credit scores on America. You see what I'm saying? So it's just a test over here. But if it works over here, they're going to do the same thing because the goal is to get whatever it is that's in this, you hear me, into us. Now you have to ask yourself, why is it so important? Why is it so important for them to do this that they would go to that extent? What is it going to do to you? Other than what we've already seen being done with the athletes and things like that.
7, of course, is Lucifer and all of these different persons. So now, when Canada removes driver's license, and that you have to have the QR code to have a driver's license, you will not be able to drive unless, this is what they're telling you, inadvertently, without the joke, which gives you the QR code certificate, you will not be able to renew your driver's license, therefore you will not be able to drive your car. Are you catching it? Can't drive your car. So Canada is going to go all over the world, even to Jamaica. That's why Jamaica was trying to bring in NIDS, but they didn't put it in a way that the Jamaican people will accept it. But now with all the brainwashing from the last year to now, they're now people just thinking that if they give in, they go back to normal. You don't go back to normal. You die. So the driver's license, the health card in Canada, your passport will all be connected to the QR code and your cash, your bank account. It's the cryptocurrency. There will be no more cash. Cash will crash. And so this is happening this month of October for Canada. They're going to roll out no more driver's license in Canada. October, November, they're rolling it out.
Now, I want y'all to understand that I think in November of this year, I think FedNow is going to be in full swing. Now, I'm not saying that they just going to take the money away, so don't just go run with it and say, oh, well, God say they taking the money away. No. But as of November, I want to say around the same time, maybe November 11th or something, FedNow is going to be in full effect. We know the intentions for America is to take the money out of out of the way. You see what I'm saying? So they planning on, that's why I say, everybody is so excited about BRICS, but they don't know what it is that America already has planned. Because as of July, did we forget? They already said FedNow was in effect. Okay, FedNow is already in effect right now. But as of November, you see, things would have been in full-fledged. You feel me? But now, don't get it twisted. I ain't saying that they're going to say just money just going to be, but you're going to start to see more things like what you see in New York. If I'm not mistaken, it's more Palm Pay in New York. You're going to start to see more cashless. It's going to become a cashless society over here. Then once it starts from the Palm Pay, it's going to go all the way over to, other things. We can look into your bank account. Okay, let's check out your bank account now. Okay, what's your name? You feel what I'm saying? Then you see what I'm saying? What else we need to know about you? Anything they need to know about you, they can get just from you scanning your palm wherever they need to go. We going to the hospital? Let me scan my palm. I'm going to pay for groceries? I'm going to scan my palm. I got to go to the bank? Let me scan my palm. It's finna go into a cashless society. You see what I'm saying? That's what you're going to start to see, the slow transition. And the sad part about it is ain't nobody gonna even recognize it. They're going to be too busy thinking that it's cool. Oh, man, that's dope. I ain't even got to carry no wallet, no nothing. Oh, he could just transfer me money like a computer. That's, man, transfer my money. You know how many people finna be, boy, in the hood gonna be getting ran over and stumped on because they ain't got the money that they can transfer over right now directly. This is how it's gonna be. They finna turn you into the bot. You gonna be a robot, so to speak. And then I bet you, I can guarantee you, once people become comfortable with it, it's gonna dwindle all the way down to the birth process. To the point where at birth, they're gonna be giving your kids the jab and they're gonna automatically hit them with the little bit of whatever nanobot technology they want to put in them. Because you have to understand, they already talking about putting it inside the pills. So y'all better open y'all eye, man. Boy, open y'all eyes, man.
No more driver's license, no more health card, and of course by next year, no more passport. So travel will be without, you see all those people who are working at the airport.
He said, Seek Rap, Azel, Black Prince say this man had a cult church here in Jamaica where people were not allowed to take the phones into the church. One particular night, a woman's throat was slashed right in front of him at a ceremony. He had her removing her child and mom from her insurance and have her putting him as the only beneficiary. You talking about this guy right here, C-Crap? C-Crap, my bad. C-Crap, is this the guy we talking about? We better stop talking any of these pills. Oh yeah, Kimberly Michelle, I agree with you. She say we better stop taking any of these pills. That's facts. Sabrina say she'll never do it. I agree. I'll never do it either. That's facts. You feel me? You have to understand, bro. And I don't even feel like, you have to understand, a lot of people ain't going to make it. I mean, to see it. A lot of people is not going to make it to see it. And you have to understand, it's going to be a system to where you're going to basically end up having to weed yourself out. Okay? And if you don't have the skills necessary to survive without going into these grocery stores and things like that, because you have to understand the world right now, as we know it, is already getting cold. People are cold-hearted. Okay? You ain't going to be able to expect nobody, you know what I'm saying, to come through and feed you because they think you hungry. You ain't going to be able to get that out of nobody. You have to understand, people don't care that much. We already seeing what's going on. You feel me? Kimberly Michelle say F these jobs. I agree 100%. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Let's get back into this, man. Let's get into this real fast.
In November, they're rolling it out. No more driver's license, no more health cards, and of course, by next year, no more passport. So travel will be without. You see, all those people who are working at the airport now that think people need them, you will be replaced. There will be no need for you to be there. I was in Italy.
And that's why I keep telling y'all, everybody that's working a job is going to be eventually replaced. They do not need you. They proven it in every way. They don't need you. Okay, not to work no job, no nothing. Okay, and that's, you have to understand, it goes into the Agenda 2030 situation, man. Stop sitting around on your couch on a day-to-day basis and doing nothing. Okay, you come to people like me and other people who give you the information, okay, so that you can go research it. Go to the UN's website and look up Agenda 2030. It's long. I'm not expecting you to read it in one day. Hell, I didn't even read the whole thing, but I got the gist of what it was. So one of their things that they're trying to do, okay, is they don't want anybody to be broke no more, so to speak. They want everybody to be financially stable, okay? And so they understand that technically they don't need you anymore, especially if you don't have the skills to do the things that they need you to do inside of the businesses, since everything is going toward AI. So if you're not computer savvy, if you don't have, if you can't, take care of a robot, if you don't have engineering skills, you ain't gonna be necessary inside the majority of these stores. You see what I'm saying? So you finna get ready to get pushed out either way it go. So I keep telling y'all, stop being afraid to walk away. What they're trying to do right now is they're going to get to the point where they're going to eventually assign people's jobs. That's how it's gonna be. Okay? Wake up, you feel me? Isaiah Ellis say, nah, they just gonna trick. Yeah, and you know what? Going to what Isaiah Ellis say, for those of you who do end up going to get the nanobot technology, then you're gonna end up being under man control anyway. They're gonna be able to sway you to do what they want you to do anyway. You think if they can have you pay with your palm, if they can have you transfer money just on the thought of it and so on and so forth, that they can't control your every thought process? Are you in the way? You want to be out here trying to so-called wake the masses? Snap my finger, he out of here. Get him out of here. It's over with for him. I ain't got time for that. You feel me? We control him. Or better yet, he was able to get that far. Let's go ahead and change the narrative. Let's change the narrative at this point. Because we already know, just like we did with Rashad Jamal, all we have to do is say he did something to somebody. All we have to do is say something, put him in a situation that's uncanny. All we have to do is bring up his pet, whatever the case may be, bro. And people are going to start to turn away. They're going to forget about him. Let's go ahead, throw him in the jail, let him ride away for a minute. I told y'all a year ago when they did that to Rashad Jamal, what it was going to be. I said, see, we have to keep him in the spotlight, because if we don't keep him in the spotlight, then it's one or two things can happen. They can either slip something in his food while he's in there, because he's in the cell by himself. He's secluded. See, when you understand the 48 laws of power and how they actually play, because that's their handbook too, the 48 laws of power. They like to seclude you. One of their laws is seclusion. Because if they put you by yourself, then they could create the narrative. So let's do him like we did Dr. Sadie. He want to wake people up. Let's throw him in the cell and feed his ass these trays. Okay? And then when he started getting sick, when he passed away, we're going to tell everybody that he just got sick while he was in here and he ended up passing away. That's what we're going to do. See, and this goes back to the story of the lady who says she knows about the Oregon statute. See, because y'all don't believe people out here really doing this. I told y'all right before she came along. I said, y'all better watch out, boys. It's an organization out here right now that's paying people to set you. They'll set you up. Your family will set you up for a couple dollars. Okay? They paying people. And she just came out and said what I've been screaming for the last year. Y'all better open up y'all eyes, bro, and recognize what is really going on out here. Why are you so worried about a job? Do you not see where the direction is going, or are you about to? Somebody say some homeless will have a home. So the homeless will have a home. Sharon Hines, what you mean by that? Now let me tell you something though. What you have to understand as well is that the homeless already do have a home. Who judges whether the homeless have a home or not? Surely not me, not you, not the government, nobody. Their home is where they decided they was at. And whether you want to believe it or not, for the homeless, that actually go out there and that's what they want to do, they making a statement. I don't want to be a part of it. So guess what? I'm going to live off the land and allow the land to feed me. And some of them are just fine with doing that. You see what I'm saying? But yeah, we need to wake up, y'all. Wake up. Wake up. And unfortunately, you know what? It's going to be too late by the time a lot of people wake up, bro. The war is going to be on. At the time people start to wake up, the war is going to be beyond the spiritual. It's going to be already. It's going to be the war is going to be taking place on the physical realm at that point. It's a spiritual war right now. But if you open your eyes and you pay attention to what's going on, it's quickly the spiritual world is having a heavy effect on the physical right now. We're on the brink of World War III. It's a revolution finna get ready to happen with Africa and things like that. America is falling at this point, even though we know that at some point it could be an agenda that's being pushed. But I'm just showing y'all what's going on. You feel me? I'm about to be homeless because who's about to keep paying these bills? I'm building land and living in the tent. That's facts, okay? As long as you know how to do it, then shit is all right. But yeah, let's get back into this.
2 years ago, and I just scanned the microchip in my Canadian passport. So travel will be without, you see all those people who are working at the airport now that think people need them, you will be replaced. There will be no need for you to be there. I was in Italy 2 years ago, and I just scanned the microchip in my Canadian passport, and the door opened. A lady just stamped in it. She didn't even look in the book. She just asked me for a page for her to stamp, and I left. And I said, why, this is strange. No one's
I apologize, y'all. I apologize. Y'all drop the nines if I was still there. Drop the nines if all is well. But now, what I was saying was Isaiah Ellis hit it on the head. Normally, bro, this was a validation for me, Isaiah Ellis. That's what I want you to know. What you just spoke of was a validation. Okay? And the reason I say it was a validation is because, bro, I promise you I just received this in the download. But I normally, I would just allow the ancestors to push me into telling y'all my downloads because sometimes they be freaky like that. I was just telling, somebody the other day, like, bro, I really believe that, we are the dead and, the dead are actually the living. So at that point that we pass away is when we actually go to life, is when we actually begin to live. You see what I'm saying? So, I mean, we're afraid, and that's why they say it's a homegoing. You see what I'm saying? Because you're actually going to life. It's just, but I didn't want to put that out there, but you was most definitely a validation for me, and I agree with you 100%, Isaiah Ellis. I apologize.
Spoke to me, no one asked me why am I there, because that's not what it is now. The world is changing, and they have been doing the test run in Italy and in Europe and these countries where you just go through this little glass booth, you stand in and it scans your face. When I was in South Africa, the same scenario applied. Something scans your face and you go through it. When I was in Australia, that's the same thing I experienced in Australia and in Italy. And so what you need to,
I could believe that as well. He's saying that basically I want to say that he was talking about airport wise, when you finna get ready to get on these planes, it scans your face, so on and so forth. I can believe that because around the time that, the whole pandemic was taking place, you would go into the courthouses and they would actually scan you. You have a scan that will run up and down your face, and then it will tell your temperature, so on and so forth. So I believe what he's saying. He said he's already seen these things.
Understand, ladies and gentlemen, is that this is it. So you cannot renew your license. Those of you who have not paid up your land taxes, one of the ways to catch you is the fact that you have not paid your land taxes. Then they have the right now to come and take over your property. So you have to pay your land taxes years in advance. I know this is really intense. You did not follow the signs, and therefore you missed the 7 year of prosperity. When the government of Jamaica told you prosperity, 4 years, it was true, but now that time of prosperity comes to an end, September the 22nd.
If I still got y'all here, please like it up and share it, man. Y'all know I'm fighting the algorithm, man. The more you like it up and share it, man, the more, you know, the more the message can get out, man. Y'all need to understand, bro, this stuff is really finna get ready to happen. It's not a joke. If you feel like it's a joke, you're on the wrong line, because I wholeheartedly, and it's a gang of people on here who wholeheartedly believe what's about to get ready to unfold. All I ask you to do to share is to share it. It's free. I ain't asking for no stars. I ain't asking for none of that. Share it. Share the information. Because it's so much that's about to get ready to take place, bro. And there's so many people out here that's telling y'all what's going on, that when it actually unfolds, if somebody get to, you know, I might do that if somebody around me to get to acting crazy, act like they don't know. You know what I'm saying? What's going on? How can you not know what's going on? It goes back to the skies falling situation. Y'all thinking people just running around here cloud chasing?
And the time of famine and hardship like this world has never.
Thanks for sharing, Ajamu. I think that's it. I apologize, Collins, or Miss Collins. I apologize if I mispronounced her name, but please, thank you for sharing. Okay.
Known or seen before in the history of humankind. This is what's happening. So in order for you to get this QR code, all right, why is Britain going into contracts with funeral parlors for 4 years to store mass bodies? Because they know that the people are going to die like flies. Listen to me and wake up. There are camps all around the world. They are building camps. In Jamaica, you think the soldiers are building this camp up in Montego Bay, in different locations, and in Kingston they're building camps for who? For the
Thank you, Dory Rivers, for sharing.
Dead bodies. Because when people start to see the dead bodies that are piling up, they're going to start to retaliate, and they have now the lockdown.
Of course. See, we seen this a while back, right? Where Georgia had over 300,000 caskets piled high, and these caskets was capable of carrying about at least 6 individuals in one casket, right? But we already know that once you gone, they treat you like you ain't nothing anyway. So they're gonna throw you in there. They're gonna throw about 10 to 20 people in each one. They're gonna lose each casket. We already know that they've been shutting down these Walmarts, these Sam's Clubs, so on and so forth, to build these concentration camps. A lot of these old railroads. We spoke on this. We know what's going on. So everything that he's talking about going on in Jamaica, so on and so forth, bro, it's been going on in America. They've been preparing this 15, 20 years ago, because like I told y'all, they prepare ahead. They prepare ahead. You think because they failed, they going to stop? No. They ain't sitting down 300 deep at the table every year trying to get them to persuade you. They ain't put all this money into socially engineering the society to just give up because something go wrong right then and there. Is you crazy? Stop it. They ain't make it this far. They ain't programmed you. You have to understand, bro, for you to even pull up at a stop sign in a unison like that, it's programming, and it's that simple. It's that simple. You don't go no farther than that. Pulling up at a stop sign where there's 50 other individuals around you, you know, that's stopping with you on cue, is a great program. Other cars going past you in the unison. That's a great program. Okay? And they was capable of doing that within the 15-year span. The 13 to 15 years that they put your ass in the indoctrination schools that they put you into. You see what I'm saying? Anthony Ganger say, and look at the hurricane that just passed over Florida. Look up the names and look up what it means. I'm gonna check it out, Anthony Gregor. Most definitely. I'm gonna have to let me make note of that. But yeah, I want y'all to understand they ain't went that far, bro. Is y'all crazy, bro? They ain't went that far, bro. They ain't put all this into play for you to, you know what I'm saying? Come on, let's be for real, man. Y'all better wake up, man.
Going into contracts with funeral parlors for 4 years to store mass bodies because they know that the people are going to die like flies. Listen to me and wake up. There are camps all around the world. They are building camps in Jamaica.
Now, I want to tell you this. Why do you think that they're doing this? Why do they have camps? Why do they know it's going to people that's going to be knocked off? You have to understand, bro. They want to get society down to a number that's going to be manageable enough for them to feed everyone. Okay? Even though we know they're going to be pushing in the fake meats, they're going to be pushing in the GMO foods, the fake fruits. We already know they're going to be pushing that in. But, you know, at this point, you have to understand, I don't even believe that half of the animals on the planet are even real at this point. I do believe the majority of them have already been cloned, and you've been already eating cloned meat. But at this rate, with the amount of people being born, especially in Africa, which is why they want to start in Africa, because it's so many people being born in Africa. They're saying that there's no way that in their mind they're going to be able to feed everyone. You see what I'm saying? So they already know. You see what I'm saying? It's going to be some people y'all better wake up, man.
You think the soldiers are building this camp up in Montego Bay in different locations, and in Kingston they're building camps for who? For the dead bodies, because when people start to see the dead bodies that are piling up, they're going to start to retaliate, and they have now the lockdown is put in place, so you're locked into an area and you cannot leave that area.
Now I do believe this, right? I do believe at that point people are going to have been already begun to retaliate. Okay? At that point, it's going to be a full-out fledged war. I keep telling y'all that the spiritual is now affecting the physical. It's beginning to unfold in front of your face. Okay? The energy on the planet, you have to understand who you are. You're a light being. The world is made up of energy, okay? What is light? Light is energy. So the energy that is affecting the planet right now is very chaotic. We see the revolution that's finna get ready to take place with Africa. We're on the brink of a world war. You see what I'm saying? Hey, open up.
Yeah. So this little this game that you think you're playing, that you'll be able to go in downtown or you go up to Kingston as you have a feel, it is not going to happen. They're going
to. James Whitley say the African military already taking over Africa started 2 weeks ago. Y'all better see, and this is my issue, right? I feel like, bro, we are too distracted. You too afraid to function without your phone. I keep telling you, they have disabled you already. So when all of this stuff taking place, when we talk about people walking into these stores, palm paying, I'm talking about when it's at all high, where all of these stores ain't accepting cash anymore. If you saying that you're gonna stand alone and you ain't gonna take it, you have to ask yourself one simple question: are you capable of doing that? Are you capable of doing that? What do I mean by that? Can you fish? Can you hunt? If possible, do you know how to live out in the wilderness? Now, I do believe that once it unfolds, there's going to be a group of people, and this is why I tell you, it's going to be a war that's going to take place amongst the people. Because you have to understand what's going to go on. Now, if we think about what's going on with Brinks, and if it unfolds the way that they would have it, that would mean that, inflation in America is going to be crazy, which means that looting and rioting, stealing, crime is going to go up. Okay? Crime is going to go up. You feel me? So somebody say, as I've been saying before, I am capable right now. Facts, you feel me? So I'm just saying, are you capable of doing these type of things so that you're going to live? It's going to be an all-time high. It's a possibility that with the crime going up and the it can get ugly over here, y'all. That's the point that I'm trying to make. That's the point that I'm trying to make.
ban you from traveling and moving and everything else until they have taken away all your liberties. If you don't wake up right now and understand the time that you're in, you don't think it's joking time. If you don't know who your God is now, you will not know then when hungry will kill you and water your pipes. Listen. Imagine now there's no more JPS and no more NWC. And in order for you to get water and food, you have to go and show the mark. They're going to be controlling the water supply and the light. Are you hearing me? You will not be able to pay your bills because you don't have the QR code, because cash will be removed and the QR code will become your cash. Those of you sitting down saying you will wait and see. May I tell you, say you will see it with your eye, but you shall not eat thereof. Because at the time then you think you will see to eat of it, you will die. This is the time to set your house in order, to put your affairs in order. When they realize that people are waking up, even those who have received their mark, they're going to interfere with your emotions. You want to hear a voice talking to you in your mind. It's the technology they have now. It's a weapon that they have. A voice will be speaking in your head. Just like when someone becomes schizophrenic, they hear a voice and start doing crazy things. This is what is going to happen. The technology that's on the inside of you will allow them to speak into your head by the frequency. Just like how your phone picks up frequencies and you can hear a call, so it's the same, the person becomes an antenna. I have warned, I have warned, I have warned. Noah warned, and so today. I am warning. I'm warning. I am warning. Wake up. Gasoline, you cannot, there's a time coming you won't be able to first buy gasoline unless you have the QR code. And you can't get the QR code. You will not be able to go to the hospital without the QR code. The hospitals now are designed, the doctors only come in to pass that you're dead. They don't come to assist you. They have received instructions for you to die. The medication they're giving you for $190,000, Revicedar or whatever, that's going to cause kidney failure. You're going to die. And they attribute, every death is attributed to this.
See, you already said about kidney failure. You have to understand that everything that's being put inside of your foods, your water, so on and so forth, is causing kidney failure, okay? It's causing all of your major organs to be disrupted because it's poison, okay? It's poison. Like I told you, if you come in contact with chlorine gas, it's going to cause the mucus molecules in your nose to start to, run, to activate. And then your nose is going to be running. You might find yourself becoming stuffy and so on and so forth. And you might find water even getting on your lungs if you continuously subject yourself to the chlorine gas. Okay? Headaches, things like that. So when you talk about benzene, you're talking about heart palpitations then. Okay? You feel me? Bone aches. When you talk about those type of things. And ultimately, both of these things are going to cause a major effect on your organs. So yes, everything that they're doing is going to have a major effect on your organs. Everything. Because the ultimate goal is to get you into the hospital. It's to get you there. That's where it's going. They don't want you falling out on the street, passing out, things like that. They ain't trying to come and have to clean up nothing. They want you to go. And that's why, in the beginning, that's why they're going to be adamant about the fear mongering. Okay? I'm talking about it's going to be on every social media platform in America. Not just America, but everywhere. Because the goal is to scare you into going to the hospital, because they know that throughout time you've already been indoctrinated to believe that the only way you're going to have a chance at surviving is going to be at the hospital. Y'all like it up and share it. Please. That's how you going to think. So you going to run to the hospital, and look, you have to understand, already you could go in there for your leg could be broke, and you run to the hospital, and the first thing they're going to do is try to hit you with an IV. I'm not dehydrated, doc, okay? I don't need an IV. My leg broke, okay? So I'm just saying, the first thing they're going to do when you go in there, they're going to hit you with the IV, and they're going to give you the solution that's going to be able to, next thing you know, they're walking out there telling your people why you ain't make it. And it's all going to be because they telling you, you see what I'm saying? Ben Winner, what you mean, nah, where at? You feel me? Anthony Granger said I was arguing with someone else about today about it has to be a dire need, man. Y'all better, man, y'all don't see what's going on, bro. You have to understand the Most High, bro, pushed me into a situation where I seen some things, bro. I seen it, bro, and he telling me, like, warn the people, bro. Let them know what's going on, bro. Let them know. Okay? You're going to need self-control within this time. Self-discipline is going to be a must. We see what's going on right now, bro. It's talks everywhere of this thing back on the rise again, y'all. It's back on the rise again, y'all. Like it up and share it. Okay? And I guarantee you, bro, you have to understand, every time a situation like this take place, which we've never seen a situation like this take place on this scale, but any other time we talk about Ebola, we talk about anything else, okay? They've done it the same way. How did they do it? They did the fearmonger. They used the fear-based propaganda platforms, CNN, HLNN, those news media platforms. They used them to get that propaganda-based information out to you, to still fearing you, because it's all nothing but fearism to begin with. It's all spookism, okay? So, you know, they pump that fear in you, and then, you know, next thing you know, you emptying them stores out, and, you know, the second round, you want to get back, after they filter back up, you know, because they're going to put the shit in there that's going to get you going. So when you go back in there, it's over with. Now you got it, and you run to the hospital. This is what they was talking about. Oh, I'm afraid. Wake up. Drop the knives if you understand where I'm coming from, man. Okay? The time is now. Okay? And I'm going to tell y'all, bro, I remember, man, when I received this download last year, and I was trying to tell people, man, so many people was arguing with me. They wanted to argue with me. Okay? Because to them, it would never, they wouldn't do that to them. Queen Johnson say, why would they give us something to help us when they've been trying to get rid of it? That's facts. Ain't nobody even paying attention. You have to understand, when you go to all these big conferences they having, like Bill Gates had, when he blatantly said that, you know, through V Nations, you know, we can knock people, we can get that population down to about 15% if we do a good job with V Nations, V Scenes. Okay? So if we do a good job with that, we can get population down to about 15%. We can knock off, because they want to get rid of about 400 million. So they saying through V Scenes and good, you know, hospitals and food, they can do that. They can knock y'all off. And you feel me? They've been doing the job, because you have to understand, a lot of the elderly, they don't want to hear nothing that's coming out of my mouth to begin with. They've been indoctrinated so good. It's a lot of y'all waking up, but I'm telling y'all, a lot of the elderly, bro, the first thing they doing, they going to see their doctor. They don't care what nobody's saying. The doctor got the answer. He got the answer. He always had the answer. They don't see why he wouldn't have it now. Okay? And if you've seen the little what did they run, the little skit they ran when they was doing it with Bill Gates and them, they what they did was they cued in on the children, because they said it was going to be a large amount of them to have effect this time, right? That's what they said. You have to understand why that is, because they can gain more. Y'all better wake up, man.
C, the big C, when really every death that is happening now is to be attributed to the joke that you're receiving. I have warned. I hope you will listen, and I hope you will understand, in Jesus' name.
Hey, man, look, I don't care who name he coming in, okay? It's so many people out here, bro, that's saying the same thing over and over. Here it is. This guy's from Jamaica, and obviously the same thing that we're going through is happening over there in Jamaica. Okay? It's happening over in the UK. It's happening everywhere. So it's an energy on the planet, bro. Y'all better start preparing yourselves for it. You feel me? Spiritually, mentally, emotionally. Okay? Because we fighting, I'm talking about, it's demons coming from every which way. Every which way, y'all. And that's just a fact, man. But y'all do me a favor, man. Y'all get over to YouTube, man, if you ain't already, man. Please, please, please like it up, share it, hit that subscription button, man, and select all after you hit that bell icon, right? Because you do not want to miss when I go live. We cutting up. And I ain't even got down to the lectures because it's so much. So much has happened, y'all. The planet is literally on fire. Celebrities are showing us how selfish they really are. We're talking about the ones who really have it, okay? If you're a celebrity and you got 2 or 3 million, man, okay, don't even consider yourself a part of this conversation. We talking to Bill Gates, and I want to start that challenge, man. We need to make that a real challenge. We talking to, let's talk to Bill Gates. Let's talk to the owner of this platform, the owner of YouTube. Let's talk to them, okay? Let's talk to Oprah Winfrey, all of her billionaire friends, and all of her multi-millionaire friends that's up in the hundreds, 60, 70,000. Y'all donate $1 million apiece. We ain't asking for too much. If you have if you've made $100 million or better off of the citizens of Maui, either watching you in a movie theater, okay, either watching you on television play a basketball game, renting a show, buying your clothes. If they supported you in any way and you a celebrity, because we know you wouldn't be where you at right now had it not been for the people that you would consider to be your fans anyway. So why can you not donate $1 million apiece if you're a multi-millionaire? And it's a lot of y'all. So I'm challenging y'all. I'm challenging the celebrities. Oprah, stop asking people to donate money when you are worth $2.5 billion. Same thing for you, Dwayne Johnson, The Rock. All right? We shouldn't even be hearing about this situation. You would have looked better if you'd have got up here and you'd have said, hey, we just paid all this money, y'all. Y'all come on over, man. We want to put all the celebrities, everybody who's worth some money, man. We're going to get together and we're going to help the citizens of Maui get it back. You feel me? I was most definitely a tax write-off, James. We already know that. And they make those celebrities in Disneyland. That's facts at the Granger. But yeah, y'all get over to YouTube at I Am Awakened Man and follow me on I Am Awakened Man. The point is to get ready to get over to YouTube and go live on YouTube more if y'all want to see the live. All right. Also, don't forget to follow me on Instagram at I Am Awakened _chosen1, man. We most definitely cut up over there as well, man. And I want to leave y'all as I came. I want you guys to always be aware, because to be aware is to be alive. And as always, peace, family. Peace meaning positive energy. Always creates elevation. Ashe.